Okay, I was going to run those two videos together, but my brain tells me that you guys would have, a lot of you guys would have tuned out already. So I'm going to get right to the point that I was going to make here. I'm going to drop a truth bomb on you about the mule world that nobody's ever told you. I seriously doubt you've ever heard this. I'm going to be super honest with you, and I'm going to super tell you guys. And Jacob, he doesn't know what we're going to talk about yet. He said, we're going to talk about it. And I said, don't worry about it, because I don't have time to explain it to you. I'm going to explain it to him at the same time. So I'm going to kind of have a discussion with him, and you guys can watch his reaction and your reactions and stuff. What business are we in, Jacob?
The mule industry.
We're in the mule industry. We select good quality mules. We train mules. We ride mules. We train mules for other people. We sell mule tack. Anything to do with the mule world. That's what we do. We have trailers, we have saddles, we have britching, we have coopers, we have bridles, and we tell people, and we give people advice, and we try to make everybody understands mules better. We have people, we do clinics, we have people come here and do private lessons and semi-private lessons. Pretty much anything to do with a mule, we try to do that and help people. Now I'm going to drop a truth bomb on you. 90% of you people don't want a mule. They don't want a mule. They really don't want a mule. Let me tell you what they want. They want safety. They want friendship. They want friends. They want a bond. They want good times, good memories. They want to go outside. They want to live something that when they were a kid, they always wanted to have that horse. They always wanted to have that mule. And now they're older and they can afford it. Now they have the time. They didn't have time when they were a kid, or their parents didn't buy it for them. And now they want to bucket list. Their bucket list. They want to do something before they're too old, before they die. That's the reality. I want to tell you guys here, you guys are not approaching it logically. If you would talk to me, if you call me, if you message me, I'm telling you, you guys might think I'm an asshole, and people might have told you're an asshole, but it's because they can't deal with the truth, and they can't deal with reality, and they're not up to the standards, they're not up to the standards that I set. And so if you're really good, you're going to make other people look bad. And when you make them look bad, they don't want to look bad. They don't want to take responsibility. They're going to do that. And they're going to say, well, he's an asshole. Sometimes I'm an asshole, but sometimes I'm an asshole telling you the truth that nobody else will tell you. Let me tell you a couple facts, okay? I can solve it. Jacob can solve it. Me and Jacob can solve it too. Here's what you need to do. Here's what you should do. If I have a mule for 2 days, 3 days, and you buy it and you take it home, it's not my mule. I selected a great mule. I used all my lifetime of skills to select a mule that had the attributes that I know are going to take a good mule. And some of them were trained by some really good people, and I selected the best mules possible, and it's a good mule, and you may get along with it really good. If you can ride, you'll get along with it really good. If you are a good muleman, you'll get along with it really good. But if you're not, let me tell you what you need to do. First of all, don't call me up and tell me you want a mule for $1,000, $1,500. If you want $1,000 or $1,500 mule, that's fine. If that's your budget, that's fine. But understand the reality. Either that mule's really old and it's got 1 foot in a grave, or that's a green mule and it's starting to go. Because like some of my colts, some of them I've paid $2,000 and they've never been sat on before. Some of them are $1,500, never been sat on before. Okay, we're going to charge. I've got a waiting list of people that want me and Jacob to ride them for $700 a month, which is actually not the high end of a lot of trainers. A lot of trainers are $1,500 a month, and it's worth it. If you break down the time and the effort that you're spending with the mules, $1,500 is not a bad deal. But we charge $700, and that includes fee. Like we feed it, that's hay, everything. And here's the deal, though. If we're charging $700 a month and somebody's willing to pay us $700 a month, and if we're riding on my mule, then we're going to add $700 to the cost of that mule after 30 days as well. If not more, if it's a really good mule, because they're probably sending us a piece of crap, and we're actually starting with a good product. With that being said, open up your ears and listen to this. We're telling you how that mule is, good or bad or indifferent. And if it has a problem or any kind of issue, we solve it. And we do it. And you can buy it here, you can buy it here, you can buy it here, you can buy it here. At any point it's training, the price is constantly going up. What you need to do, here's what you need to do. If your main, and I'm being honest, and there's some other trainers out there, and you could probably do the same with them, but I'm telling you for a fact, I put my heart and soul into it, and Jacob is a good kid. He helps me out, and when I say let's do this, he's on board, okay? And I got some other friends on board. If you will follow these steps, you will get what you really, really want, not what you think you want, which is a mule. What I'm telling you, I can give you the safety and all that. Here's what you need to do. You need to call me up and you need to tell me what you want. you need to say, here's the amount of money that I'm willing to spend. This is what I can spend. And you know what? The more you spend, not necessarily the better you're going to get, but you need to spend a realistic amount. Do you need a $15,000, $20,000 mule? Probably not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying go buy the most expensive mule out there. But you might need to realistically start looking at it. If especially if you can't take a fall. If you cannot take a fall, you cannot go to the hospital. You cannot miss work. You cannot take, like me and Jacob, we might fall off once, twice a week. Something, it may slip in a mud, fall down. You know, it's not necessarily that we're getting thrown, but we're pushing it. We're pushing the limits, and we're building these mules, and we're pushing ourselves, and we're pushing these mules. And so, if we do, we don't care. It's not a life-changing event for us. Like the other day, I was coming off a bluff, my saddle slips up, the mule throws me off, the mule falls down, the saddle, the blanket, the creeper, everything comes off this mule. I got up and put it back on. Some of you guys would be in the hospital for a month. Some of you guys would die. But you know what? He's laughing, and I'm resaddling the mule. It's just Wednesday around this place, okay? If you're not up to that level and you don't get a kick out of that, the harder they buck, the more he likes it. If we get a mule that sure enough wants to buck, that's the one he wants to ride. You're not going to ever want to get on it. You won't put your foot in the stirrup. He's going to spend an extra 2 hours out in a round pen just because he thinks it's funny. You know, he's going to make it to he's going to make it to where that is not the right answer, and they just don't want to buck no more. They're not going to get away with it. This is not the place to be bucking around here. Here's what you do. You say, I want this mule. Okay, for example, we just had 2 great sisters. We just bought them. They were gone like that. $10,000. $5,000 a piece. They were gone in an hour. Why were they gone so fast? Because the client that had bought some mules before said, this is the kind of mule I want. This is the kind of mule I need. And then we bought them. We sent him the video. We said, here's those mules. This is exactly what you asked for. Here's 2 mated mules. They're wide. They pull a wagon. They're gated. They're smooth. You can lay off of them, get on them. You can ride them. You can put your kids on there. You can go to a parade. Whatever you want to do, they'll do it. Then, even though they're great and they're perfect, and listen to this part. This is the key part. This is what I'm telling you that we're offering you that nobody else is really offering you. Nobody's put it in words like I have. Nobody's put it in words like this. Buy the mule, but you don't have the confidence to get on it. You're not sure you can ride it. If I went, I'm going to pull this all together here in a second. Don't hang up on me. Don't hit the button. Don't hit click. Stay hooked. Listen to what I'm telling you here. Me and Jacob are great friends. All right? Fuck you. Anyways, but if you come up, you might be intimidated maybe to meet me because I have a dominant personality. Or his caramel Casanova, it just maybe it's too much persona for you, and you think he's so sexy you're shy about talking to him. So what would you do? You have a friend introduce you, okay? And that's how you meet new friends. A lot of times when you meet friends, you meet them through somebody else. So, maybe you know me and you'd like to meet Jacob, and I'll say, all right, well, this is so-and-so, and this is Jacob, and you get together, or he comes up, and so you come up to Jacob because he's smiling, he's more approachable, and you say, man, I'd like to meet Max, and he's like, oh, he's really a pretty nice guy, and so he takes you over there and he introduces you, and so that's how you build a friendship. What you need to do is you need to buy the mule, and then you need to pay us to keep it here for a month and train it and ride it for a couple reasons, even if it's a great mule. If you have the money and you can afford it, leave it here. And let me tell you why. It's going to help you. More than it's going to help the mule, it's going to help you. This is what you want. This is what you need. You need to let us know you need to let us test it out for you. You can't be the crash dummy. Leave it here for a month. Let us shoot videos. 2 things are going to happen. 1, if it's got a flaw, by God, we'll find it. We will ride it, test it, push it. If there's anything we can find out what's wrong with it, that's what it's going to do. Oh, you're scared of a ranger? We'll tie you to a ranger every day, and you'll run around my yard with a ranger until you're not scared of a ranger anymore. Whatever little quirk that it is, we will seek it out, we will find it, and we will fix it. But we're also posting videos of it. So you're watching your mule, and you're building a bonding, you're building a trust. You're not guessing. You're saying, I've seen my mule do that. I've seen this mule do that. I've seen this mule do that. Plus, you can call us up and you can say, hey, what would happen if my mule went through the Walmart parking lot? What would happen if my mule crossed a creek? Does my mule step over a log or does it jump over a log? And we can do all those things for you on request. Shoot a video of it, and you done it. Now we got time. We're getting to know your mule. We're bonding. We're not shy. We're not scared. We'll walk up to anybody and say, hey, I'm Max Bishop. This is Jacob. How you doing? And so we're not shy. We're not intimidated by meeting mules. We have that personality where the mules, we treat mules as our friends. We like the mules. The mules like us. That's just the way it is. They just like us. We just like them. We've dedicated our life to them. Day in, day out, we're doing something with mules. We get better each and every day. We learn something from each and every mule. And we can offer that experience to you. Okay? That's what you need to do, because now you're not guessing. Maybe this mule's a good mule. Maybe you're doing it, and you're bonding, and you're getting your trust up, and you're getting your confidence up, so that when you get on there and he does something, and now you go to the log, you go, I've seen him cross that log. I've seen him cross that ditch. I've seen him go down that hill and stuff. And so what we're offering you is a chance to get to know your mule, get your friend, and we will be your test pilot. We'll be your friend. You can buy it right now, and then you don't have to be rushed. It doesn't have to leave. You don't have to buy it today, and it has to leave tomorrow. If we bought it ourselves and picked it out, we like it. There's something about it. We like it. We wanted to work with. All right. So it's a good mule. I've got one right now. Cruz, great mule. Great mule. And the guy said, how much is it? I said, well, this is how much it cost, but he's not going to be ready to go for 30 days. You can buy him now, but you can pick him up in 30 days, because I want to ride him another 30 days, even though he's already started by Sam Shetler. He does a lot of things amazing. There's a lot of things I can fix. There's a lot of things I can do better. You can buy him at this price, and you can take him home tomorrow, or you can buy him at this price and for free, for no extra cost, because I want to shoot videos that show this mule progressing, show this mule's gait, so people know that I can get that quality mule, that I can find them and do that. Okay, or just like this other guy, he bought those two big nice gated mollies. They're going to stay here for like another month. And we're going to ride them, and then we're going to take them out to Colorado, and we're going to personally deliver them, and we're going to ride them with him and do that. So now there's somebody who has a little more money than the average person, but matter of fact, his son has his dogs flown in on a plane with a babysitter. So we're not even going to go there. But anyway, if you have the money, and some of you guys do, if you have the money, we're your guys. We will work for you like damn slaves. We'll do what you want. We will test pilot. Look, you want to see what happens when Jacob backflips off of it? You want to see what it is when I shoot a gun off of it? We're your guys. Here's what you're doing. You guys are all calling me. You're going, I'm like a mule. I'm like a mule. Be realistic then. Okay? If you need a $1,500, $1,000 mule, be realistic. It's either old as hell, which is fine. If it might limp all the way down the trail, but if you're only going to ride for an hour, let it limp on down the trail for an hour. It's fine, but deal with it. Don't be going, oh, you sold me a $1,000 mule. Okay. I don't want a limping mule. I don't want to sell you a limping mule. But be realistic. If you're going to a sale and you're buying one, and with as strong as the mule market is right now for really good solid mules, and you bought it for $1,000, $1,500, it has a hole. It's got a hole this freaking big. There's a hole somewhere for some reason. So, with that being said, improve your mulemanship. Okay, I can buy a $1,000 mule. He can buy a $1,000 mule, and we can make it a $2,000 mule, $3,000 mule, $5,000 mule, given the amount of time. If it's just that it's green, you can do that. A green mule is not where the market is. I'm telling you the truth. There are some people out there that have good bred mules, and they'll and they sell colts for $3,500 at 4 months old or whatever. That's a niche market. That market's that wide. If the whole market's this big, that market's that wide. For if you're paying $3,500, $5,000 for a mule colt, I've seen mule colts go for $7,000, whatever. That's just people that are really rich and they got this market big and they're showing something, they're doing something. That's the niche market. The main market is for mules that are broke. The best market, I'm telling you the absolute truth right now, is ladies 55 years old and up. If they're 14 hands to 14.3, narrow made, they don't have to be the big stocky ones that just hurts their hips. They can't get on it and it's uncomfortable. A narrow made 14 to 14.3. That's what took me a long time to learn. Look here, I'm just throwing this out here for free for you other guys. Those big stout 16, 16.1, 16.2, built like a head and horse. That's what I love. That's my mules. And that's the first mules that I had. And I was like, this is what everybody should have. They're the most awesome, they're biggest, they're most powerful. That ain't what they want. They don't want a mule. There's some people out there like me. There's people like Jacob. We like mules. And you can ride mules. And you can handle mules. And you want a mule. But that ain't the majority of the people out there. What the majority of people out there want safe security. They want their childhood back. They want their friends. They want friends. They want to go to, they see their friends riding and having fun, and they want to join them. They don't want the mule. They want the friendship. They want the bonding. They want to go camp out. They want to ride. They see everything that everybody's doing in these mule groups that's fun, and they want to be a part of it. Okay? Let me introduce you to your friend. Okay? Let me do that. Okay? Get your checkbook out. Suck it up. Not asking for an exorbitant amount of money, but you pick out what mule you like and you say, that's the mule I want, now fix it. This is what I want it to do. These are the extras I want it. Okay, you have a truck, and this is what the truck costs. But I want a sunroof, and I want leather interior, and I want the best radio, and I want bucket seats. And you go through your list and you add to what you want. They'll go, well, does that mule lay down? Write me a check, and every one of these sumbitches will lay down. I don't have a mule that won't lay down. You write the check, that sumbitch will lay down. I promise you. You don't need to sit down like a dog. You write a big enough check, I'll have him sitting on a couch for you to get on. It don't make me no difference. I don't have nothing else to do all day but train mules. Understand that. We're your go-to guys. We're offering you not just a mule. I'm offering you, look at me, I'm offering you what you really want. Safety, security, friendship, bonding. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to talk to me about it. Call me on the phone, 870-476-5495. Shoot me a message. Have a conversation. People ask me questions about mules, and I go, you're asking me the wrong questions. Let me save you some time so I can help you. I'm in a mood to really help people tonight. Do you have any Mollies or Johns? There's no damn difference. I don't care. You know what? Let me tell you, I go through hundreds and hundreds of mules a year. Hundreds. I got one guy, he calls me up, and this is pretty much every day. You got any Johns? It has to be a John. I ain't riding no Molly. It's got to be a John. Got to be a John. Johns are the best. Got to be a John. Yeah, well, these are the Johns that I have. Hang up the phone. Bring. Actually reminds the whistle from Django, but anyway. We hear the whistle going off. What kind of Mollies you got? It's got to be a Molly. Ain't no Johns suck. It has to be a Molly. I've had 5 Johns. Every one of them sucked. It's got to be a Molly. Molly is the answer. No, there's good Mollies. There's bad Johns. There's good Johns. There's bad Johns. You're limiting yourself 50-50. Most of the time, I literally just sold a mule, I swear to God, was here for 5 or 6 months that we thought, and the person that we got it from that we had to go somewhere thought it was a John. It turned out to be a damn Molly. That's how much I care. If some bitch was here, I said, did you know that some bitch was a Molly? He goes, no. Rip. How many videos did you guys see of Rip? Rip, named after the baddest dude on the TV show Yellowstone, is a damn Molly. How does that even happen? I'm like, he goes, I call the guy that put on consignment. He goes, it's a Molly. Oh, he goes, it's a John. I go, no, it's not a John. It's a Molly. He sent me the Coggins. I was like, it's the wrong Coggins. It says it's a Molly. He goes, that's the Coggins that I got with it. That's what they said. That's the right Coggins. That's the Coggins. I go, no, that ain't the Coggins. In my mind, he's a John. He's been a John. And so I'm like, pick up that tail. Some bitch is a Molly. You're right. That's a Molly. That's how much I care. Don't get wrapped up in that. We just ride them. A good mule's a good mule. And that's it, I've had Johns that they'll say, Johns tend to bond up. Some do. Some bond with me. Some of my Johnny Ringo, Tad, Maximus, all those mules, yeah, they wanted to bond up with me. Not another thing, but Savage, all those, me, not nobody else, not a damn mare out in the pasture. They're just bonding up with whoever they think is the best leader out there, whoever's going to keep them safest. If it's you, that's great. If it's not, and they'll say, well, Mollies are real independents. I got some Mollies that when they first come here, you can't beat them out of the yard. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm talking about they have decided we're not leaving the yard. And they'll say, well, Mollies are independent. Mollies will just ride off. Bullshit. We got some that won't, and we have to fix that. And so there is no standard. Don't buy into that. Get a good mule. Don't cut. You're already cutting yourself 50% down if you go, it has to be a John, it has to be a Molly. I always wanted a John. When I first got into mules, I come from team roping and quarter horses, and we only rode geldings. And the only thing mares are for is make more geldings. And we just don't ride mares. We ride big, stout geldings. I don't want a stud. I don't want a mare. I want a big, stout gelding. So when I started doing mules, got to be a John. Got to be a John. Till I got some good Mollies, and I was like, these don't act like mares. You can't tell no difference. Some of these are really good. I really like this mule. Don't do that. What you really want, what you really need, okay? All those things you really want need. I'm your guy. let me hook you up. Okay? Shoot me a message, talk to me, call me on the phone, have a one-on-one conversation with me. We will get you your mule. Okay? We will get what you really want. All those experiences in life you want. Let us do that. Let us get to know your mule. Let us prove to you in 30 days how great your mule is and what all your mule can do. 60 days, whatever you want, whatever you feel going to when you step on there, you're stepping up there not with fear, not with lack of confidence, not with wonder, but with pride, joy, experience, and excitement. And you can't wait to show them off with your friends. And let me tell you here's the kicker right here. When you get a mule, if you can, come down here and ride it for a day or two. Hang out with us. Ride it. That's always best. That's always best, always best. But if not, and you have the money, just like this guy in Colorado, pay us to deliver it, and we will stay out there and we will ride with you or whatever. I've had people fly me in an airplane. We'll just fly out there, okay? This guy right here, he's wanting me to fly out to his ranch and hang out on his ranch. He's like, I'll buy you a plane ticket. You come out and hang out at my ranch. We'll cover all the expenses. We'll do all this. We'll pay you to do that. And I said, how about this? I want you to just pay me to drive my trailer out there, and I'll bring 8 or 9 mules to Colorado. Not only will I do your clinic for you and private lessons and help you and help your buddies and help you get used to your mules, but I'll sell mules while I'm out there, and we'll both make money, and we'll both learn some stuff about some mules, and we'll both have a good time. And he said, great, that's what we'll do. That's what we're going to do. So middle March, coming up pretty soon, we'll be out in Colorado when the weather breaks, and be out there riding some mules, doing some clinics and selling stuff and working off his ranch for a little bit. Okay? Just have a conversation. Ask me. I'm up. I have nothing else to do. Okay. There's some knowledge on you. Feel free to share this video and stuff. And for all you guys out there who are selling mules, hey, you're welcome for the damn information. I just saved you guys about 10 years of hard-learned lessons that cost you a lot of money. Okay. So anyway, that's one good.
Gotta get up there too.
Do you know that I have every day I have to deal with this every day. You know. He's the bastard child that I never thought I wanted, you know. Look at he just loves me.
No, I really don't.
He's that far from. He wants to be gay. I think. I mean, I'm telling you right now.
I mean, as long as you're my partner.
That's what I'm saying. See, it's the hat, and it's the look. He can't keep it. See, that's what I'm saying. See, I have such a natural attraction to asses. Even this jackass likes me. That's what I'm saying. Let somebody that mules naturally like and jackasses naturally like solve your damn problems. Open up your checkbook. Get serious. I'll fix it for you. I got nothing else better to do. Every jackass ends up liking me.